Good evening and welcome to another edition of the Ralph Report Wrestling Edition Raw Post Show. My name is Ralph Williams. I am the host of the Ralph Report Wrestling Edition Raw Post Show. And yeah, what do you want to talk about? And let me talk to you. All right. And I am the revolutionary. I am the visionary. I am Ralph Williams, and you will acknowledge me. All right. Acknowledge us. Because I have Brian Pettit with me from Sports Break Media. Brian, welcome to the program. Tell everybody how they can get a hold of you and introduce yourself to everyone, especially some of our new viewers.
Oh, yeah. You can find me all over the place of YouTube, Twitch, TikTok, Facebook, anywhere. You can just, all you got to do is type in Sports Break Media and it should pop up. And also on X at 27 Sports Break. So that's how you can find me in all the platforms and also podcasts too. So that's how you can just find me.
All right. Crazy kind of a Raw tonight. And, you know, Raws after pay-per-views can be a little strange. All right.
Yes, they are really
strange. And you don't see some of the key people because of their matches last night or whatever. All right. But tonight they were in Des Moines, Iowa, which is the home of Seth Rollins. Seth was not there tonight, but later on, I got some notes coming up. We'll talk about who was there, who lives in Des Moines, Iowa. Another wrestler that lives in Des Moines, Iowa.
A surprise.
Right? Yes, it is. Very much a surprise. It was a surprise to me. I didn't expect it. All right, Javon Evans versus Ethan Page. That ended up being Ethan Page won the match, Javon Page won the match, or Javon Evans, won the match, but Big Cass came in afterwards. He's back. Remember Cass and Amore? Yeah, Enzo Amore. Well, Cass is back. I'm hearing stories Enzo may be following behind him sooner or later here. They want to get, and we've talked about this, Brian, they want to get into some of these novelty tag teams. They want to go back to some of the older tag teams that were once there before. They're called novelties. Mm-hmm. And, so they're thinking about getting back into that. All right. Now, your thoughts on this Javon Evans, Ethan Page match. These guys have fought many times in NXT and up on Raw. Between their fights, they've had 5 fights, and this was the 6th one tonight. And Javon Evans pulled it off. But Big Cass came in and started going after Javon Evans and after the match was over. Your thoughts on this match?
I thought it was pretty interesting how they just kind of rolled right into it with Cass. But like you said this week, like you've been saying for the last week and a half, they got something for Cass. You know, they're going to throw him out there, and no matter what's going to happen, I think he'll play a bigger role later on. And I think he'll go after some of the major titles, the way he looks and everything. So what you said last week, he's setting the stage for everything,
Right. Yeah. I mean, they're not bringing these guys back for their health. They're bringing them back because they're going to do something with some of these guys. Rusev, I'm told, has officially left the WWE. No further details are handy right now as to what's happening. I hear he left in disgust last Friday because he was pissed about a couple things, and or on last Monday or whatever, and he hasn't been seen. So Rusev is out of WWE right now. What happens beyond that, I don't know. He hasn't been used properly. They probably made some promises to him when he came back from AEW. I don't know how many more promises they can make to Braun Strowman and keep bringing him back. But I'm hearing he's on his way back next. So we're going to find out what's going on here. Keep in touch here with the Ralph Report Wrestling Edition. We'll keep you up to speed on that. Yeah. Sol Ruca, our next match, versus Roxanne Perez. And, of course, a DQ in this because Judgment Day got involved. What else is new? But I want to tell you what happened. Des Moines, Iowa. Becky Lynch came back tonight. Of course, she's married to Seth Rollins. They live in Des Moines, Iowa. Becky Lynch made her return tonight. She got in the face of Liv Morgan, told her she's coming after her title, told uh, um, Raquel Rodriguez to eat it. She don't want her title. She says, I've had enough of that. I'm going after your title next. And Liv Morgan start getting ignorant about how she needs to go home and take care of her kid and all that. And then Stephanie Valkyrie came out.
Oh, that was fun when she came
getting involved, yeah. And then her and Becky went face to face. Whether or not they're going to team up, I don't know. But I'm looking at this match, Brian, coming up maybe on a Raw or at the Money in the Bank pay-per-view if these women don't qualify. All right, because I'm sure there's going to be qualifying matches for Money in the Bank ladder match. What I'm thinking is a 6-woman match. Becky and Stephanie and maybe one other woman. I see Becky don't have too many friends. And,
she doesn't. She's ruined all of them. You know?
And but we'll see. I can't guarantee that. But, now the Judgment Day, they have 2 women now that are coming after them. Stephanie Valkyrie is going to go after Raquel Rodriguez for that title, and Liv Morgan and Becky Lynch. If I'm the Judgment Day, I'd be very careful about what I say and do because you got 2 dangerous women coming after you now. And
no, totally.
Oh yeah. So what's your thoughts on this, Brian?
Oh, I just loved every little minute of it. I mean, you're gonna have. Can we see a 2-way? I mean, a 4-way.
Fatal 4-way again or something. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, for number one contender.
We really see this again. Are we going to see this in the next pay-per-view? Or make it a 6-way?
Yeah.
You never know who Becky Lynch is going to go.
Or a 6-pack challenge or something. Yeah,
something's going to be strange.
Oh yeah. WWE comes up with these strange matches, but
put them all. Hey, Ralph, I got an idea. Just put them all in one cage and see who survives.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, put them all in one cage and let them go.
That's it. That's it. All right, next, Braun Breaker versus Joe Hendry. Braun got pissed because Obafemi was coming out or leaving from his segment. He had a segment tonight. And he was walking out. Vision was coming out. And Braun got in Oba's face. Now, Braun Breaker, if you're watching this broadcast, my advice to you is don't poke the bear.
Again.
Obafemi is the bear. Do not poke him. Austin Theory, do not poke the bear. Now, I'm going to use a term from The Rock. Know your role and stay in your area, which means you two, both of you from the Vision, stay in your area. Leave Obafemi alone because you will pay the price. I'm telling you right now. All right. Your thoughts on this match? Of course, it was a quick match, although Hendry did do a pretty good job of neutralizing Theory, and and then Maxine Dupree didn't get involved in the match, which was great to see.
Yeah, it was.
It
was too quick.
Yeah, it was a quick match. Braun was not in a good mood, and he kept on staring. He was
in a bad mood.
Yeah.
He was in a bad mood, and he just like, okay, whatever. Bam.
And then he confronted Paul Heyman and said, I thought we were best friends or something. And Heyman just kind of looked at him like I don't know anything about that.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah. Heyman's all about championships and money. And if he feels that, you're not doing championships, he gets away. Look what he did to Roman Reigns. Look what he did to, Seth Rollins. Look what he did to a few other people. He's always threw him away in the dirt. So, I mean, all right, next match. This was a good match, I thought. Penta, Chad Gable versus Dirty Dom and J.D. McDonough. Of course, J.D. McDonough and Dirty Dom come out running their mouth. They end up losing this match. Yep. And the curse, the Danhausen curses, they lost. So
Danhausen curse, they did it.
That's right, they lost. So,
but I like when he put the hammer actually in the thing,
in the boot. Yeah, that was funny when he stole the ring hammer. He does that all the time. Yeah,
then he put the hammer. Then he does a 3, whatever they call it, and he blocks it, and then he gets caught, and the ref's like, nope.
Oh, the 619. Yeah, he blocked the 619.
Throws it out.
Yeah,
and then what's the name?
Yeah, here we go. Here's what Judgment Day gets.
Yeah. You're cursed. You R.
R.
Cursed.
Cursed. That's right.
Cursed.
All right. Oh, one other thing too I wanted to talk about tonight a little bit was the LA Knight, and we'll talk about that when we get to our notes segment. The segment with Roman Reigns and LA Knight. That was a pretty interesting segment too. We'll get to that. That's coming up. So Penta, Chad Gable, I thought it was a good match. They teamed up very well together. I thought it was interesting to see what's going on with that, and the Intercontinental the Intercontinental belt. There's going to be some people vying for that belt, and we're going to find out what happens. So all right. This was titled, Brian, and I think you'll agree with me, a street fight, and it really didn't seem like a street fight. There was too much action in the ring. My idea of a street fight is you put your jeans on, you put your work boots on, you put your vest on, you go outside and you rumble into cars and you slam people into. That's a street fight.
Yeah,
not
slam them into
what
the
we saw tonight. And I mean,
hey, Ralph, I'm gonna take you back. When is actually the last time that we've actually seen a street fight? I know the Undertaker I know the Undertaker. Oh gosh,
it has to be about 10 years that I've seen a real good one.
Because I remember Undertaker doing it. Who else has done it?
Oh, Braun Strowman had one before he left. He had one against Bronson Reed. They did it. They had a street fight. And he put Strowman through a car. I remember that one. That was a few years back.
Street fight is a street fight. Don't wrestle in the ring. Get out there and wrestle in the
but I like at the end though, Jacob Fatu really tore up Royce Keys. I mean, I didn't like the fact that Royce Keys got hurt. I liked the way his dominance. And then you saw at the end of the night, Roman Reigns came out and put the finger up in the air. Acknowledged him for what he has done. And so I would like to see the Usos get the tag team belts back from the Vision, and then Jacob Fatu go after Chad Gable, get the Intercontinental belt. Bloodline hold all the belts again. That could happen. We'll see what goes on there. Happening. And I'd like to see. Here's something I want to throw at everybody. I'd like to see Nia Jax. Look, Nia Jax has had some bad luck. She's either had injuries or she's been suspended for going off course, off roll. There's been a lot of stuff going on in her wrestling career. Wouldn't it be interesting if either her or Naomi or both of them end up in the Bloodline? Because Naomi's due to come back. She just had a baby, about 3-4 months ago or something. She'll be coming back at sometime soon, probably. If not, maybe, who knows? But also, don't forget, you got Nia Jax. She's a cousin in that family, and we'll see what's going on. Also, I'm hearing stories now that The Rock and Roman Reigns, and I found this out this week, or last week, or over the weekend actually, that Roman Reigns and The Rock have never gotten along. And after that debacle that happened a couple years ago at WrestleMania, The Rock never forgot about that, and him and Roman Reigns do not get along. Rumor has it that Haku teaming up with his sons is an order from The Rock.
Really?
Yes. And The Rock is going to put together a team for for Survivor Series, and it's going to be Rock's bloodline versus Roman's bloodline.
Wow.
Okay. All right, that's what we're looking at for Survivor Series as a possibility. All right,
that would be interesting.
We have to get through Money in the Bank first, Brian.
But that would be actually interesting. Who The Rock picks, and then the real true bloodline. Let's see how that one works. But that would be very interesting. Majorly, that actually would be a good pay-per-view fight. 4 on 4.
Absolutely. Yeah. You know it. I mean, you know it big time. And all right, we're going to check Facebook here, and I want everybody to get on my new Facebook page called Radio Justice for Ralph Williams. I have a new Facebook page. I feel I'm not getting the justice that I deserve on the radio. I'm being disrespected up in Pittsburgh, and I want you to let all the radio bosses up there know that. Call in to KDK Radio and let PJ Comanchik know that I have more talent than anybody they have there, and they need to start taking a look at what I'm doing. All right. I feel like, like I said many times, like a redheaded stepchild. I have shows up there, and the only reason I put them on is to show everybody that I could beat you. And I'm going to tell you right now, Brian, my shows get picked up nationally. KDKA will not be able. I don't care how much money I lose, because you had your opportunity and you missed the bus. Okay.
Yep.
All right, and that's where we are with that. All right, and I'm not very pleased with it, of course, and I'm always looking to do more, and we'll go from there. All right, checking our Facebook viewers here. I don't seem to have anybody commenting on Facebook tonight, but we have a good bunch here, Brian. A lot of people staying with us. Thank you for being part of the show. All right, appreciate you, and don't forget, if every one of you subscribes and likes to our YouTube channels, man, we will jump ahead and view and subscribers there, Brian.
I know. I'm at 261. I need to get 270 before the end of the night.
Yeah, I would love to get to 2,700. That's where I'm due to go. So
I mean, hit that subscribe.
I'd like to get to 3,000 by the end of the year.
Yeah, there you go. Now that would be nice.
That would be a bonus. I mean,
that would be a huge bonus.
Oh yeah.
That'd be crazy if you did that much.
Okay, let's get into our segments and notes here. Roman Reigns segment with LA Knight. I actually thought it was a really good segment there. We'll see where this goes. LA Knight, he wants to fight Roman Reigns, and but like Roman said, and I agree with Roman, what have you done? He really hasn't done anything. And here's what I like about Roman, Brian. I think you'll agree with me on this. I'll get your thoughts on this. He tells the truth. He does. Yeah, he tells the truth about you, and he'll expose you. Go ahead, Brian.
Oh, he will definitely expose you, and he will take bit by bit by bit a part of you.
Of you. I mean, that's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
He will go in there, and he's almost like Randy Orton, kind of like a way of, I mean, he's almost like a snake too,
Yeah.
He'll just kind of creep in there and kind of know your ways, and all of a sudden, he's got you in that eye contact, and you're done, So that's how I feel about it.
All right, we talked earlier about Big Cass, and of course, he made his return. Beat up on Javon Evans, and we'll see where Baron Corbin goes. I think he might be looking at the Intercontinental Belt kind of thing. So we'll see where he goes in there. Sooner or later, Brian, like you said, they're going to have a fatal four-way or some kind of matches for number one contender for Chad Gable's title. I think that's coming sooner or later here. Judgment Day had to do, of course, we had to hear from them knuckleheads. I hate them all. I really wish they'd do something with that, but that's
how they're going to do.
Yeah, I really wish they would. But anyway, Becky Lynch coming back. That was a very interesting segment. She got right in Liv Morgan's face. I really loved every minute of it because Becky Lynch, but Liv Morgan struck back. She says, you're old. Why don't you go home to your child? And that really pissed Becky Lynch off. And then when Voltaire came out or whatever, Stephanie Voltaire, she
she was mad.
Well, I would be mad too. They were the ones that put her out after WrestleMania.
Dang right.
I mean, Raquel Rodriguez injured her foot and injured it worse to where it's, we have, that she couldn't compete really well in that match. And, so anyway. And then Obafemi had his little segment, the Brock Lesnar. Oh, Brock Lesnar, he's a constant professional. And, Braun Breaker, I'm going to say this one more time tonight. And I'm going to say it in a nice way. Okay? And I was watching a movie called Homefront with Jason Statham. You ought to check that movie out, Brian.
I will.
It's a good movie. I think this is Jason Statham's best acting job. Okay? I mean, he's an action guy, but acting. This is his best acting job. All right?
Okay.
All right. I said that about Jean-Claude Van Damme. He was in a movie called Nowhere to Run. That was his best acting job. I mean, in all the movies he was in, action-packed. All right. Check that out. And his daughter beat up this kid because she was bullying him in school. And she said, I'm going to ask you 2 times. And after the second time, I'm going to do something. And she did. he said the same thing. Jason Statham in there. He goes, which is her father, and he goes, "I told you twice, and you didn't seem to listen. So I'm going to tell you one time tonight, and probably I'll have to tell you again, Braun Breaker. Don't poke the bear."
Yeah,
I'm telling you right now. Obafemi will take you out. We'll take out Bronson Reed when he comes back, because he's at the Performance Center doing his thing, and he'll be back. All right. He'll take out Bronson Reed, and he'll take out Austin No Theory. All right. So, you guys better find somebody else to pick on, because guess what? You're like lost souls swimming in a fishbowl, as Pink Floyd would say. You know what I mean?
Yeah, oh yeah.
A deer in the headlights.
Deer in the headlights. So don't go after him.
That's it. All right, Brian. You have any final thoughts? Anything you want to add before we wrap it up? Because we don't have too much more to go here.
Well, I just thought it was actually a good night, even though it was kind of slow. We don't know what everybody's going to do, actually, but they got stories and stories be told. But I'm just trying to figure out, some of these matches that are going to come up. I could see a 4-way,
or a battle royal or something like that.
Royal. Yeah, I think we're going to see something crazy that's going to go in all these stories. And I'm just trying to figure out who's going to wrestle Roman Reigns now. Like LA Knight. It could be LA Knight. It could be any of the guys.
Yeah, or they'll have, like you said, a fatal 4-way or a battle royal.
And I think the Usos,
for the number one contender.
Have their head. They better put the win streak in there, because Roman Reigns was not too happy about the bloodline tonight.
No, he went back there and kind of told him, and I had to mute the sound because I was on an important phone call, so I didn't really get to catch what he said to them. But don't worry.
Well, he told the guys, he's like, "Listen, do not touch LA Knight." And LA comes in there and goes, "Are you scared of me?"
I did see LA Knight come in, but like I said, I had to take an important phone call. So
he came out there,
I had to
and
mute my TV.
But Roman Reigns came out there and said, "Do not touch him. I'll take care of him." So
there you go.
So you never know. You never know what's going to happen. You never know.
That's it.
I mean, but I did like how they came out tonight, and how they had the Roman Reigns did.
Oh yeah. Okay. Don't forget this Wednesday, 3 to 4 p.m. The City of Brotherly Love. Me, the Ralph Williams Show. 3 to 4 p.m. on 860 a.m. WWDB. Here we go. Okay, there we go. It's a little slow on muting my mic. Anyway, don't forget, every fourth Wednesday of the month we're live, and we have a live call-in show. So don't forget about that as well. All right. So, and also Wednesday, the Ralph's Opinion Show, 7:30, right here live on YouTube, Facebook, Twitch, Twitter X, and the Kick Network. So where we are tonight, we're also simulcasted on Sports Break Media. Here we are. Here's Ralph's Opinion for tomorrow, Wednesday, 7:30 p.m. Here we go.
You guys on mute.
What's going on with this? There we go. All right. It's a little real slow tonight, Brian.
Yeah, I think everybody's on here.
Anyway, the Ralph's Opinion Show, Wednesday, 7:30 p.m. The good, the bad, and the ugly of President Trump for this week. Stupid never takes a vacation. Shame on you. And exposed.
Oh, exposed.
Be exposing somebody. And so I'm going to be doing a lot more of exposing. I got to do some more exposing. There's a lot of exposing needs to be done. I've been a little behind the 8 ball because I've had some other things going on. But the Ralph Report Exposed will be coming back bigger and better than ever. And the Ralph Report Wrestling Edition here, we're going to be doing Raw and SmackDown post shows. And also, don't forget, we'll be available for Money in the Bank coming up October 10th. That's going to be really interesting to see what Money in the Bank brings as the fall season hits. And, so also I want to let everyone know on Saturday, don't forget about the Sports Blast show here on YouTube, Facebook, Twitch, Twitter, X, and the Kick Network. The Sports Blast, Saturday Sports Blast show. We have a lot to talk about. Baseball trade deadline this week ended today, and it was a very interesting trade deadline. I mean, very interesting.
It was a lot.
There it is for that there, 10 a.m. We'll be talking about that and a whole lot more on Saturday at 10 a.m. here on YouTube, Facebook, Twitch, Twitter, X, and the Kick Network. Also on Saturday night at 7 o'clock, I will be at the Ocean City Performing Arts Center. If you see me there, I'll be in a power wheelchair. If you see me there, come up, say hello. I'll be more than happy to talk with you. I'm going to be there for Pure Prairie League, Atlanta Rhythm Section, Firefall, and Orleans coming. So it's all 4 bands. Starts at 7 o'clock. Ocean City, Maryland's Performing Arts Center. I'll be there with my lovely wife, and we're going to be there for that super show. So,
right.
To let everyone know in the Delmarva region, if you want to stop by or come in, get a ticket, you see me in there, say hello. So don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channels. Also, don't forget about Pensman Sports. I want to bring that up here real quick. Pensman Sports, he was on today, did a New York Yankee short about the Yankees and the trade deadline. He does a lot of those, and Steelers and whatever he wants to talk about. He does a lot of shorts. And so that's what he's been doing lately. And Brian Pettit here for the Sports Break Media. Don't forget about him as well.
Don't forget about me.
That's right. Don't forget.
Because, Ralph, I'm going to say this too.
I got to get rid of that. Hold on a minute.
Okay.
I got to get rid of that because somebody made that, and I don't appreciate how they did it. All right, here we go. Sports Break Media. There's Brian. So there you go. Don't forget, tune into him. He does NASCAR. He does live streams of gaming and some other stuff. So
that's right. And actually, Ralph, just a tad bit, on Thursday or Friday, I will be playing the new Madden 2027 because it's the early release if you had the MVP member. So I do have that. So I will be playing on Thursday or Friday at some point. So subscribe to Sports Break Media because we're going to be playing the NFL Madden game 2027. So there'll be a lot of little content coming out of that, though.
Okay, that'll be great. Also, this Saturday, 7 a.m. to 8 a.m. here in the Delmarva region, 93.5 The Beach. I want to tell you, I have Anthony Evangelista coming back on from WBOC Radio or BOC TV. Listen to this. We're going to have Anthony come on, and he's going to talk about the battle between Ocean City's government and the Episcopal Church about the homeless shelter there. I can't wait to have Anthony on to find out what's going on between the two. I can't get nobody from the church on. I can't get anybody from the government on. So I got Anthony Evangelista. He's a reporter for WBOC News. He's going to give us all the lowdown on this battle between the Ocean City's government and the homeless shelter at the Episcopal Church there. So we're going to have that.
Interesting to tune into.
Yeah, tune in on the radio, 93.5 The Beach in the Delmarva region, also 93.5thebeach.com. You can also tune in as well. There it is right there. That's the station, 7 a.m. to 8 a.m., the Ralph Williams Show. And then Saturday morning, 8 a.m. to 9 a.m. on 1250 The Answer. Wait till you hear this one. I have Pittsburghers for Public Transit's President Laura Weens coming on to talk about PRT's recent scheduling, moving around stuff and everything. And what PRT does, Brian, Pittsburgh Regional Transit, they call it adjustments, but then they cut things out of these routes. They don't call them cuts. They call them adjustments, and they think they're throwing everybody off and everybody's stupid. That ain't the case. So we're going to hear from Laura Weens from Pittsburghers for Public Transit. She will join me Wednesday or Saturday morning, 8 a.m. to 9 a.m. on 1250 The Answer. And then don't forget Sunday morning, 2 hours, the Ralph Williams Show with me, Ralph Williams, the revolutionary, the visionary, Tony Moreno, former Pittsburgh City police detective and former Republican mayoral candidate who ran against Corey O'Connor in the last election. But we're on for 2 hours. We have a lot to talk about, some stuff coming up. We're going to beat up City Council, Pittsburgh City Council, Allegheny County Council, still at it again. with a lot of stuff. So we're going to be beating them up as well. Don't forget that on Saturday too.
And also, Ralph.
Yes,
Ralph, go ahead. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Oh, I was going to tell everybody. I know that a lot of people are getting ready to go back to school. So, let's have a safe in 2026, 27 school year.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of people. And people, don't be in such a rush this year, please. I don't want to see a lot of these kids get hurt.
Yeah, and obey the school laws.
School zone. Yes.
Yeah, exactly. You got a lot of stupid never takes a vacation people who go past those stop signs when the bus puts the stop sign out. I know what it's all about. I was a school bus driver, so don't do it. Okay?
Please,
it's that simple.
Be careful. Kids are
yes.
very important to everybody's life. So,
yeah, if they behave.
If they could behave.
With the juvenile takeovers, if they behave.
Yeah.
So,
but anyway, I just want to tell everybody, I hope everybody I hope everybody that's in school, college, whatever you're in, good luck this year, and So
absolutely. All right, Brian. Final thoughts. Tell everybody how they can get a hold of you. And we're going to wrap it up.
Yeah, you can find me on multiple platforms. Sports Break Media on YouTube, Spotify, any platforms, and my X is 27 Sports Break. And yeah, that's about how you can find me. My name is Brian, so just find me. And if you want an email address, it's sportsbreakmedia1@gmail.com for any of the shows, or if you want a segment, just shout me out and stuff,
All right, thank you. And don't forget, you can find me on a lot of social media platforms. Facebook. I now have 3 Facebook pages that are active. One of them is my regular one, the Sports Corner, the way I see it one. And now we have the Radio Justice for Ralph Williams Facebook page. So we have 3 pages going. Don't forget to tune in or look into those. I'm also on TikTok, Instagram. I'm also on Blue Sky. I'm on LinkedIn. I'm on Getter, and I'm on Rumble. So I'm on a whole lot of social media platforms, X, Kick, all kinds of platforms. And please follow me, like and subscribe, all of our Facebook pages and whatnot, all of our social media platforms. Don't forget to tune into my radio shows in Philadelphia, Pittsburgh, and the Delmarva region. If you're interested in sponsorship advertising, look at the ticker tape at the bottom, and please don't forget our QR code at the top of your screen. I'm Ralph Williams, the Revolutionary, the Visionary, along with Brian Pettit. Thank you for tuning in tonight to the Ralph Report Wrestling Edition Raw Post Show. And we'll see you Friday for the SmackDown Post Show. Have yourself a great one. And until then, please be safe. Thank you.
Good night.